registered dietitian, and I like to make foods that are good for me, that taste great. This is collard greens, a small one, you see a big one. Sometimes you find them in bags that are already chopped up. A lot of times that's what I'll use. I'll use a bag, it's already like a salad bag. This is the old-fashioned way. You kind of take the collard green and you rip it off the rib here like this. That takes a really, really long time, okay? I don't have time for that. So what you could also do is stack it up like this, and then you have all the ribs that are kind of in the middle, and then you can cut it so you get as close as possible, all right? And then you might miss a few here. If you get a little bit of a rib in there, it's okay. If you get the bags where it's already chopped, there's a lot of times big pieces, you can just throw them out. Okay, so I'm just gonna pile them up. And then what I've done is, oops, I missed a few here. I just kind of made them in strips, and then I turned it so to make them so that, because they're not really going to break down like spinach. You know how spinach gets really small and kind of, it would break apart easily. These are more sturdy. My bowl of collard greens. Now I've got my pot. This is just a stock pot. And I have onion. Now I use a giant onion for this. You can put less onions, you can put no onions. I don't think it would be good with no onions because I think onions really enhance the flavor. So I've got a huge vidalia onion here that I've diced. And then I also have a smoked turkey leg. I like the turkey leg the best because it has a lot of flavor and a lot of meat on it, but it doesn't have a lot of fat like the turkey tails or the turkey wings have more fat, but they have a lot of flavor. All of them do, but this one is the best. A little bit of olive oil in here to get it started. All right, so I'm getting my onion going. And I tell you, what I like to do for my greens is I like to get my turkey leg or whatever smoked turkey part I'm using. I like to get it going with the hot sauce, which I'm using. This is actually a chili paste, an Asian chili paste, but you can use whatever you would like. I like to get it going with my onions and my water. Okay, so I'm gonna wait a minute till my onions are cooking. I'm putting my turkey leg in. Now at this point, I don't put any salt in here because the turkey leg has salt in it. Sometimes when I eat collard greens, they are very salty, so I don't add any extra salt. At the end, if I feel like it needs a little bit, I'll put it in, but you're going to get a lot from this turkey leg. And I have been told that my collard greens are very, very good. All right, so they're getting nice and translucent. And I can smell my smoked turkey leg. So I'm going to add my water, and I'll post the amount. You don't need too much because you're basically using them to steam. But this is what, at the end, sometimes you might hear people talk about pot liquor. That's what it is. It's all that good flavor that comes out of the greens and the smoked turkey and the spices. So I'm going to put some of that in, the spices. And I can always add more. So I'm going to get that started. Then what I'm going to do is just put my lid on and kind of let that stew for, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Then I'm going to put my greens in and let them cook down, and it's going to be amazing. All right, it's time to put the greens in. Just mix it up, get everything dispersed. All right, and then just let it go. Turn it to simmer. All right, so it's been about a half an hour to 40 minutes because you're really cooking these down, and they don't get really mushy like spinach and other greens. So I'm taking my turkey leg out, and I'm gonna let that cool off, and then I'll pick it apart. Kind of soft, like it's starting to break apart, which is exactly what you want. Now, collard greens are an excellent source of vitamin K, which is very good for bone health. It's also a great source of vitamin A, vitamin C, fiber. There's a ton of things. If you go look it up, you can see how many things collard greens are good for. Now you can see they get kind of like more of an olive color instead of a bright green. when they're cooked, but it's gonna be really tasty. So I just pulled the turkey off the leg. Just gonna chop it up. All right, now I'm just adding it back to the pot. A few escapees. I'm gonna give it a stir, and I'm gonna try it to see if I want to add anything. So when I'm making something like this, I'll make a whole pot because it freezes really well, believe it or not. See how that is. Oh yeah, that's great. All right, next time on Soupy's Kitchen.